Namaste dear students, welcome to today's English class of grade 9. We are in unit 5 and probably this is the last class for unit 5 and today we are dealing with a writing session. During this lesson we have been dealing with criticizing positively, how to express our own view, make an argument and a kind of holding a debate. So that is what we have been learning in this lesson. And today we are going to learn how to write debate. So let's move to the lesson. I have few questions before I start this class. So think and write. Think and express, okay? So the questions are, what the topic of the debate is called the motion. Have you ever participated in a debate? So you must have taken part in debate programs, or if not, you might have heard or seen your friends taking part in debate. So the topics are called motions. Now the question is, what was the motion for the debate? If you have taken part, what was the topic on that day, on that program? Or if you have not taken part, even you might have heard about the programs, and what topic, what motion you heard at that time for the debate. Then think about the topic, then moving to the next. Did you speak for the motion or against it? So debate always, we have two sides, positive or against it. That's why you spoke for or against. Or your friends, okay, if you have not taken part, your friends might have taken part. Your friends spoke for it or against it. Then moving to next is, think of the points you put forward. Okay, what were the best points that you liked in that program? Whether you presented yourself or your friends. So this is what about the discussion of your previous experience. Moving to next, here is a video of debate. Watch this video and then comment what did you like or what didn't you like. So I'm going to ask some questions after this video. So this is a video of a program, debate program, and two students are speaking for and against a topic. So you need to find out topic as well. So watch the video.
One of the basic principles of education theory is that students learn better and faster when they are taught through their mother tongue. Teaching a child through his or her mother tongue is a means of self-identification and socialization. In context of Nepalese classroom, we can find linguistic diversity. Talking about the necessity of introducing Nepali medium of instruction in those classrooms, the main reason is to unite the people of linguistic diversity under one umbrella through a common mother tongue. Likewise, the easiest language to learn for the Nepali learners is the language which they hear frequently at home, the Nepali language. When the children who do not even hear a smattering of English at their home are taught English at the first year of their schooling, their entire learning is impaired. Kids end up learning by rote, not by practically understanding the things. Teaching other subjects like math, science and history through English is even more disastrous in this context. Well, nowadays the parents of the children also think that their children's bright future is assured if they are able to send their children to English medium schools. English medium schools are rated as first class schools, whereas Nepali medium of schools are rated as second class schools. Therefore, Nepali medium of instruction is also required to satisfy and feed the ego and status feeling of parents that they are spending their fortunes on the education of their children on English. My opponent may argue by saying that English language should be developed because it has a market in the international arena. But I would like to ask a question to my opponent. When you give priority only to English language, will you go to museum to find out the script of your native language? Therefore, I conclude with a strong theory that Nepali language must be emphasized in the classrooms of Nepal in order to promote a learner-friendly environment to address the linguistic diversity and to preserve our mother tongue and to preserve our history. Thank you.
One goes to the foreign countries for further studies, but it is found that they are having complications in going ahead in education. The major reason is because they cannot communicate and they are unable to understand the universal terms that is related to their subject. A country cannot be globally introduced unless it is limited to English education. Thus, our government sends ambassadors to foreign countries to attend seminars, but what happens is that a lot of misunderstanding is created because of the incorrect use of grammar, slang and pronunciation, due to which we are losing many support that was coming towards the development of our country. The major reason is due to communication gap and lack of knowledge management. According to NASA, it has been proven that maths and science are the major topics in which majority of the people of the world are weak upon. Why is that so? It is because English language is not flourished all over the world. All the developments, science, research reports are seen to be in English medium, due to which today America is a progressing country. Do we expect our country to be technologically developed if we are limited to Nepali education? Of course not. One might say that there are many government schools in Nepal, but what I would like to say is that today parents are fighting against each other for admitting their children to the boarding schools, and the major reason behind it is because they want their child, to be better in English education. Thus, I would like to say that English education should be made compulsory and it should be prioritized from the pre-primary level if we have the true motive to develop New Nepal. Thank you.
Hope you have enjoyed the video and you also feel like taking part in debates, don't you? Okay, so questions related to this video. What was the motion for the debate? What was the topic? Whether it was for English as medium of instruction, Nepali as medium of instruction, what was it? So find out the topic. And then, can you tell a point that you liked most from the debate who spoke for the topic? So there were two people speaking. One was for and one was against. So what did you like? The one who spoke for the title, for the motion. And then, can you tell a point that you liked most from the debate who spoke for against the topic? So both you have to find out. And finally, whom do you like to support and why? Whom do you like to support? The one who spoke for the topic or one who spoke for the against? So it's just like debates are, never ending topics. So debates goes on. It depends upon the logic you present, what kind of logic you present. So it is never ending discussions. Debates are never ending discussions. Now, okay, I hope you have found the answers of the questions I asked you. Now here are some titles that we have already discussed in last time's class as well, like motions, issues are the titles, and titles could be which is more powerful, pain or sword, is science boon or ban, knowledge versus wealth, health versus wealth, should English be a medium of instruction in Nepali schools, right? We can add some more thing in it. So these are not fixed topics. You can think up of more topics, explore more topics and write debate on it. So what is your task is choose any one of the motions you have participated above or any you have spoken on. So write a debate on the topic you with your own ideas followed by two speakers. Okay, here we are going to write debates. Sorry. So take your teacher's help to write debate. So here are some points you can follow while writing debates. Here are sample. So I am going to write one example of debate. Okay, suppose if it is health versus wealth. What is more important, health or wealth? So if we speak for, how can we write? So okay, let's start like this. One of the greatest properties of human life is health. It is clear, it is as clear, let's say, as clear as day that health is everything, everything for every portion. One can not do anything without good health. So here I have not included the previous portion when you do greeting. So you can add that up. This is just the subject on the subject matter. So there is no doubt that only healthy people get success in every field. On the other hand, it is even hard for unhealthy people to accomplish their mundane activities. Mundane activities mean daily activities. So one more paragraph on it. Nowadays, people have become very conscious about health. That is why they only take healthy diet and go for yoga and gym, because they know that if we lose health, we lose everything. Even though some may argue that wealth is more important than health. But I would like to ask them, can you buy your health? Can you buy your health once it is lost? Of course not. So, I would like to conclude with a strong point that health can be wealth can be obtained only if a person is in good health. So this is what we speak for. Even wealth can be obtained if the person is in good health. So what are to be focused in such kind of writing? So you are given here, see the points, I think. So especially here in writing debates, what do we present? We present our arguments, our thinking. So the language we need to focus is I think, I strongly believe, it is as clear as they, there is no doubt, etc. So these are these kind of writings make your writing strong, make your arguments, make your points strong. Like one of the greatest properties of human life is health. It is as clear as the day. So these kind of things makes your writing strong and clear. So like I would like to conclude, when at last also what do you say? I would like to conclude with a strong point. So these kind of things you need to include in your speech, in your arguments, so how your arguments would be stronger. And there is one more for against. Then how do you write against? Let's go for that. Okay, let me write quickly, it doesn't take much time. Okay. The title is same, health versus wealth, and this is against. Against mean the speaker says wealth is more important. So it is one of the true realities that a wealthy person is welcomed warmly in every place, whereas a poor person is driven away. Nobody likes poor people. The present day is the time of money. Everybody seems to be bound by the whim of earning money. Since every single bite of bread cost money. If a rich person wants not only food, anything is possible. She can even buy a piece of land in the moon. So everything is possible for the wealthy person. One more point is left. So whenever you write for against or for the speakers, you always have to talk about the previous speakers as well. So what you can say, my opponent spoke that people are conscious these days and only take healthy diet, but I don't think healthy diets come without money. So you have to talk about the previous things like this and you have to give your opinion on it. Even joining yoga and gym classes are very costly. Furthermore, a wealthy person can afford good services at a pricey hospitals, even if falls in minor illness, and even if somebody falls in the minor illness. So, but can a poor person afford that? Can a poor person afford that? I don't think they can even afford simple medicine. So, I would like to. So that is why I can conclude with a strong point that wealth is required even to be healthy. So this is the point. So the argument against the title is wealth is more important. So here everything is about importance of wealth, how a wealthy person is warmly welcomed, and how a wealthy person can afford the things. And then there are some points about the previous speaker, how previous speaker told about the importance of health, and that should be countered by the next speakers was speaking against, and counter speakers should give the same counter speaking points about the importance of wealth, not health. So in this way you can write your arguments. Okay, so I hope you have understood about how to write debates. So then it is depend upon how do you present, how strongly you put stress on those points while speaking. That is also more important. And there are some more creative tasks. Okay, some more creative tasks are there, like talking about the activities in your area. Language is in focus. So this is more activity regarding your lesson. Okay, so language to be focused is criticizing. Things needed: chart paper, pencil and a pen. So you can carry out this task in your class. What do you do is, this is individual task. So draw the picture of your locality, including all the bad activities, using pesticides and chemicals in the field, children not going to school, people wasting time, playing cards, quarreling, dried water resources, landslides in many places, etc. So these are the problems created by people themselves. So should have been done or should have not done these activities. So look at here. Now write a couple of paragraphs just below the picture using should, should not and should have, should not have. You may begin like our area has lost its old identity. People should have destroyed its old atmosphere. So you can continue it writing like the area, what has been affected, like our areas. People should have protected old identity of our city. People should not have destroyed monuments. People should have managed the garbages thrown in our area. People should not have thrown garbages carelessly, or people should have built up dumping sites or fixed dumping sites. So such kind of things should be used. Suppose the examples given in your book, like using pesticides and chemicals, these have also destroyed the lots of things. So people should not have used pesticides, people should not have used chemicals. So such things you have to include in your writing. So this is individual task to be carried out, and so make a study of your local area. What other points are there, include those points as well for writing this. And further, there is a fun corner in your exercise. Look at here in fun corner. Okay, so what is there in your fun corner? There is about fun corner in your phone corner, there is about some words. So there are some words like balance, mortal, literate, such kind of words are there in the box. And you have to use some prefixes like IL, IM, ab, on, or this. So these prefixes you have to add in your words, add in the words that is in the boxes, the words given in the boxes. So that makes these words opposite of what does it mean. Okay, suppose in balance, how do you say the opposite word of balance? Unbalance, imbalance, which one is correct? Both actually. Balance, imbalance, both are correct, right? So similarly, look at here. I have, for your convenience, I have made the list. Balance, you can say imbalance, mortal, immortal, literate, illiterate, educated, uneducated, satisfied, dissatisfied, normal, abnormal, original, unoriginal, qualify, disqualify, possible, impossible. There are some more words like done. How do you say? Undone. Decided, undecided, peasant, impatient, legitimate, illegitimate. Continue, discontinue, easy, uneasy, fair, unfair, logical, illogical, legible, illegible. So these are opposite words. So why these words are given as a phone corner is, so while speaking for or against, you might need these kind of words positively, to talk about positively and negatively. So this is how you write debate for or against. So let me remind you once again about the debates, the words to be focused, like yes, this is the one. I think. So when you present your view, you use I think this. So when you present your view, that is your thinking. So you have to use this language. Like I strongly believe. I strongly believe mean the point, you should be confident enough what you are speaking on the topic you are speaking. You speak for or against, you should be confident enough. So you have to say I believe. It is as clear as they mean. It is clear, visible, seen. So what is your point? It is clear. And there is no doubt. There is no doubt. It means also clear, but this is another way of presenting your point. So if you include those points and write on the topic, just otherwise this is just debate writing is just writing an essay. The thing is, there should be arguments. There should be points that you speak for or against. So that those points while speaking, you speak with stress. So the debate writing that I gave you on the board, I did not, as I informed you, I have not written addressing part like respected jury members, teachers, how do you greet. So greeting portion is missing. You add up that and then essay portion. So how it would match. And sometime debate you can start with great quotations. So that makes it very attractive. When you add quotations, it is eye-catching. So it's good for the eye-catching, good for the audience, and it grabs the attentions. So it helps them to be attached with our debates. And besides writing, it is very important that how you present it in front of the audience and jury members. So it should not be debates always, it should not be too long. It should be just appropriate enough, not too long, not too short. And the points you need to say, it should be included in a way. There should be a certain flow. So in a flow, you have to present your views one by one. So you present your views and you should present it clearly. There should not be doubt in yourself about the topic. Either I should say for or against, or sometimes some speakers, they while speaking they speak against themselves. That should not be done. So what you speak, you be confirmed about that. So how your speech would be wonderful. And the way of you speak, your gestures, the way your stress on the utterances, that should be just clear enough. That should be clear to the judges and the audience, so how they can get it well. Sometime only our the way we say very loud or very delivering it in very low voice, also that may also affect our speech, our debate. So we just need to speak on the same speed, similar speed, and where we need to focus stress, we put stress on that. So this way we can present our debate. So hope you have learned how to write debate, and you would conduct a debate in your school, choose the topic and write similar debates, practice orally and present in your class. So thank you. This much for today. Namaste.